The Yezo Sika Deer is a subspecies of Sika deer native to Hokkaido, Japan, and parts of Russia's Kuril Islands and Sakhalin. It is one of the largest Sika deer subspecies, adapted to the harsh northern climate with its thick coat and strong build. This deer evolved in isolation from its southern relatives due to geographical barriers, developing traits that allow it to survive in colder conditions compared to the smaller Sika deer found in Honshu and Kyushu. Yezo Sika deer primarily inhabit dense forests, mountainous regions, and grasslands across Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost island. Their habitat includes broadleaf and coniferous forests, where they find shelter from the heavy snowfall of winter. During the summer, they venture into meadows, river valleys, and open woodlands to graze on lush vegetation. These deer are highly adaptable and can thrive in both coastal and inland environments, provided there is access to food and cover. In Russia, Yezo Sika deer populations exist in parts of the southern Kuril Islands and Sakhalin, where the climate and vegetation are similar to Hokkaido. These regions have cold winters with deep snow and short, cool summers, making survival challenging for many herbivores. The Yezo Sika deer, however, is well adapted to these conditions, relying on browsing and bark stripping in the winter when grasses and herbs are scarce. Their habitat has historically been shaped by natural predators such as Yezo brown bears and Hokkaido wolves, now extinct. With fewer natural predators today, Yezo Sika deer populations have grown significantly, leading to overgrazing issues in some regions of Hokkaido. This has prompted conservation efforts and regulated hunting to maintain ecological balance. The Yezo Sika deer is one of the largest subspecies of Sika deer, displaying seasonal variations in coat color and an impressive size compared to its relatives in southern Japan. The coat of the Yezo Sika deer changes with the seasons. Their summer coat, during the warmer months, their fur is a reddish-brown or tawny color, adorned with distinctive white spots along their back and sides. This pattern helps them blend into the forests and grasslands where they graze. Their winter coat, as temperatures drop, their coat darkens to a deep brown or grayish-brown, becoming thicker and more insulating to withstand Hokkaido's harsh winters. The white spots become less visible or disappear completely. They also have a white rump patch, which contrasts sharply with their darker body, and a black dorsal stripe running along their spine. The Yezo Sika deer is the largest of all Sika deer subspecies, with males being significantly larger than females. Males, named stags, height at shoulder are 110 to 140 cm. Their body length are 160 to 190 cm and their weight are 100 to 140 kg, though some exceptional individuals may exceed this range. Males develop large, branching antlers, which can grow up to 80 cm in length. Females named hinds, height at shoulder are 90 to 120 cm. Their body length are 140 to 170 cm and their weight are 60 to 100 kg. Unlike males, females do not have antlers but share similar seasonal coat changes. The Yezo Sika deer has a strong, well-proportioned build, adapted for survival in the cold, rugged landscapes of Hokkaido, Japan, and parts of Russia's Kuril Islands and Sakhalin. It is the largest subspecies of Sika deer, with a robust frame designed for endurance, agility, and resilience in harsh environments. Unlike its smaller relatives in Honshu and Kyushu, the Yezo Sika deer has a stockier and more muscular body. This allows it to store fat during the summer, providing insulation and energy reserves for winter. Its long, powerful legs enable it to move efficiently through deep snow, steep mountains, and dense forests. These legs also give it impressive jumping and running abilities, essential for escaping predators. The males have a broad chest and well-developed shoulder muscles, especially during the breeding season when they engage in fights for dominance. Males develop a thicker, more muscular neck during the mating season, helping them in combat with rivals. The Yezo Sika deer has a long, slender snout, giving it a keen sense of smell to detect predators and locate food under the snow. Their big, dark eyes provide excellent vision, especially in low-light conditions, while their highly sensitive ears can pick up distant sounds, making them vigilant against threats. The Yezo Sika deer has a short, bushy tail, typically black on top with a white underside. This patch becomes more visible when the deer is alarmed, acting as a visual signal to alert other herd members of danger. Males develop impressive, branching antlers that can grow up to 80 cm long. Their antlers are thicker and more curved than those of other Sika deer subspecies, making them more effective weapons during dominance battles in the breeding season. Their winter coat consists of a dense undercoat and longer, coarse guard hairs, providing insulation against Hokkaido's sub-zero temperatures. They accumulate body fat during the summer to survive the scarcity of food in winter. Their strong jaw and teeth allow them to feed on bark, twigs, and tough vegetation when other food sources are limited. The Yezo Sika Deer can reach speeds of up to 60 km per hour when escaping predators. Their powerful legs allow them to sprint in bursts to evade threats in dense forests and open grasslands. They are excellent jumpers, capable of leaping over obstacles up to 2 meters high, helping them escape danger in rough terrain. Despite their size, they move quietly through the undergrowth, using their light-footed step to avoid drawing attention. Females and young form small herds led by an experienced female. Males are mostly solitary outside the breeding season but may form small bachelor groups. In winter, they gather in larger groups for warmth and protection, while in summer, they spread out in smaller, more dispersed groups to find food. Males produce loud, high-pitched whistles and bugling calls during the breeding season to attract females and warn rivals. Females and young, called fawns, use soft bleats to communicate within the herd. Sharp alarm barks warn others of danger. When alarmed, they raise their white rump patch, signaling danger to others. Male display dominance by lowering their heads and arching their necks. During the warmer months, spring to early autumn, Yezo Sika deer have access to a rich variety of plant life and consume grasses which are their primary food source in open meadows and grasslands. They also consume herbs and forbs, includes flowering plants, wild berries, and small shrubs. Also part of their diet are leaves and shoots, new growth from deciduous trees, like maple, birch, and willow trees. They feed on acorns, chestnuts, and berries when available. In late autumn and winter, food becomes scarce due to heavy snowfall and frozen ground. The Yezo Sika deer shifts its diet to more fibrous and woody materials. They strip bark from trees such as birch, oak, and pine, which provides essential nutrients. They browse on woody plants and conifer needles to survive. Grasses and shrubs, they dig through the snow to find leftover vegetation. They also eat lichen and mosses, found on tree trunks and rocks. These become important food sources. The Yezo Sika deer follows a seasonal breeding cycle, with mating occurring in autumn and fawns being born in late spring to early summer. Their reproductive behavior is influenced by seasonal changes, competition among males, and maternal care to ensure the survival of their offspring in Hokkaido's challenging environment. The rut, mating season, occurs in early autumn, typically between September and November, when males compete for mates. Males become highly territorial and establish dominance by vocalizing loud, high-pitched bugling calls to attract females and warn rivals. Also scent marking, rubbing antlers on trees and urinating in wallows to mark their territory, and fighting, engaging in antler clashes with other males to establish dominance and secure a harem of females. Only the strongest males win the right to mate, ensuring that the next generation inherits good genetics and strength. After successful mating, the female undergoes a gestation period of about 210 days, about 7 months. Pregnant hinds separate from the herd in early spring to prepare for giving birth in a safe, hidden area. Most fawns are born between May and June, when food is abundant. A single fawn is born per pregnancy. Fawns weigh 4 to 6 kg at birth. They have a reddish-brown coat with white spots, providing natural camouflage. They can stand and walk within a few hours after birth. The mother keeps the fawn hidden in dense vegetation for the first few weeks, returning periodically to nurse. Fawns rely on mother's milk for the first 2 to 3 months, but start grazing after a few weeks. They stay with their mother for about 1 year, learning survival skills. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.